everybody, it's your boy First Degree back at you with another video, and we just witnessed UFC 305 go down tonight, and what a heck of a card it was. We saw plenty of action, plenty of finishes, and overall we saw a great main event championship fight between Dricus Du Plessis and Israel Adesanya. It was a nice little war that they put together. But just going over the full card in full before we just get into a little bit of detail about the main event. We had, Carlos Pratos KO Li Jingling, and what was one of the more, brutal KOs I've seen in quite a while. Li Jingling was out for, a long time, after the bout ended, wouldn't get up. Doctors had to, corral him and wake him up. So, prayers to Li Jingling. Hope he's doing okay. We saw Jairzinho Rozenstruik have a 3-round war with Tai Tuivasa. They were going at it. They were going crazy. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, he was able to capture the dub in a terrific fight. Dan Hooker defeated Matthias Gamrot after being in, sort of a losing slump in his career. So he was able to get a big bounce back win. Dan Hooker, always been a fan favorite in the UFC community, a true veteran of the game, always down to fight, always puts on a great show. So it was real nice to see him get a win. Kai Kara France came in really big with a huge first round KO over his opponent, Steve Erceg. Just action-packed throughout the entire night. Probably a card I'm going to rewatch over and probably rate and judge, not sure. But definitely going to rewatch it just because it was a lot of action. And I was kind of in and out paying attention to the non-main event fights. But, I was all locked in for the main event where we saw Dricus Du Plessis defeat Israel Adesanya in the 4th round by rear naked choke submission in what was a fantastic fight. Very different from, what we have normally seen from Israel Adesanya's past few fights. He came out super aggressive, super active from the opening bell. Dricus Du Plessis, he showed a lot of great explosiveness, a lot of toughness, a lot of iron will. I mean, Israel Adesanya was hitting him with some mean body strikes throughout the entire bout. Dricus Du Plessis was, countering with explosive rights, putting together some solid takedowns, trying to wear down Adesanya. And overall, man, they just went at it. It was very high level. It seemed like both men dang near abandoned, I won't say abandoned all defense. Dricus Du Plessis did a real good job of keeping his hands up throughout the bout, but Israel Adesanya did a really good job of breaking through his guard throughout the fight, hitting him with some crisp combinations. Israel Adesanya, he was kind of 50-50 on his defense, which I think ultimately led to his downfall. Didn't really keep his hands up, but that's not something Izzy is big on doing. He's real relying on slick dodging, just getting out of the way of his opponent's strikes. And, that's something he is very elite at, but sometimes it does leave him, open for some big shots. Sometimes he'll leave his chin stuck out in the air. Sometimes he'll, kind of dodge it an unorthodox way to where an errant punch can hit you, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. I mean, Dricus Du Plessis, he was swinging kind of wild throughout the entire fight, but the fact that he was so quick and so explosive, it didn't really make a difference because he was able to cover ground very quickly throughout the entire bout from round 1 all the way to round 4. And despite being, clearly depleted and tired, he was able to land a really nice overhand right on Israel Adesanya in the 4th round, which Adesanya tried to play it cool, had a decent poker face for about 15 to 20 seconds afterwards, but it was a clear shot to the temple, right on the temple. I actually think it was the left that Du Plessis landed. I got to go back and watch. Remind me in the comments below. But yeah, man, he landed right on the temple, and anybody who's been watching fighting for a long time knows that, getting hit right on the button, right on the nose, right in the square in the jaw, right at the top of the chin, or in that temple shot, bro, those are kill shots. And Israel Adesanya could not keep the poker face long. Du Plessis was able to land a few more jabs in, and you can tell Israel was just too dazed, too worn out. Du Plessis then opted to go for another takedown. Smart on his part, was able to secure the rear naked choke and get the W, man. I mean, you got to give it up to Dricus Du Plessis. He beat, one of the greatest middleweights of all time. In my opinion, I'd probably give Israel Adesanya number 2 all time in the middleweight list after Anderson Silva. I don't really think that's a crazy hot take. Let me know in the comments below. Where would you rank Israel Adesanya amongst all the great UFC middleweights? And but yeah, man, this was definitely A plus performance from Dricus Du Plessis. A plus fight from both men. I mean, the main event was great. Definitely something, if you missed this card, this is definitely something you should go and try to watch back any way you can. And I enjoyed it overall. Probably my favorite card of the year so far. I mean, honestly, UFC, they put together some pretty decent cards, but I've been a little bit kind of unmotivated to talk about fighting recently. I don't know. It just hasn't been as exciting for me personally. Probably just burnout from following the sport for so long. Probably just needed, a break from following every single bit of content that they put out in regards to fights. But yeah, man, overall, great performance again from everybody on the card tonight, but especially the winners, especially the world champ, Dricus Du Plessis, defending his championship in his first title defense. Let me know what you want to see both guys do next. It seems that they're both, keen on staying active, stay fighting. Most likely going to get the Sean Strickland, Dricus Du Plessis fight next. I think that'll be a good one. Their last fight was pretty good, so I'll definitely be tuned into that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss any more updates from First Degree. And that's all I got for you guys today, and I'm out. Peace.